For the Teacher's Video Week 2, I'm going to evaluate the limit of this equation, and I'm going to be explaining every step so you can see why the limit equals the final number. Okay, so we're going to be trying a direct substitution first and see what comes out of it. So since x equals a negative 6, we're just going to be replacing the x with 6. So as you can see, instead of x, we just do negative 6 plus 7 minus 1 over negative 6 plus 6. So as you can see, so this is going to equate, so negative 6 plus 7, it's going to be square root 1. And then since negative 1 isn't within the square root, it's just as negative 1. And then negative 6 plus 6 is 0. And then the square root of 1 is 1 because of 1 times 1 equals 1. So we just do negative 1 over 0. And as you can see, this is 0. So this is indeterminate. So we cannot do this way. We have to use the conjugate instead. So we're going to be erasing this, and I'm going to be showing you the conjugate instead. So we're going to be I'm going to be rewriting this x plus 7 negative 1 x plus 6. So we need to multiply the top and the bottom by the conjugate, which is going to be square root x plus 7 and then plus 1. So it's not going to be minus 1, it's going to be the opposite value. So we multiply top and bottom. Let me make that a straight line. X plus 7 plus 1. X plus 7 plus 1. So as you can see, the numerators of this is just going to be squared because it's more simple to write it as squared than like repeating it. So we're going to be doing squared parentheses x plus 7 squared, and then we're just going to be doing negative 1 squared. Okay, now we're going to be doing the bottom. So we can't multiply, or we can't really like multiply each individual number, so we're just going to be separating the two by parentheses. So x plus 6, and then we just do x plus 7. Don't forget the square root of this, sorry, and then plus 1. Now we're going to cancel the square root and square. So now it just leaves us as x plus 7, and then it's just going to be minus 1, because minus 1 squared is just going to be minus 1, because the square root and square cancel each other out. And then when we add add this up. 7 minus 1 is 6. And then we just leave the variable as it is. So x, and then it's going to be plus 6. So since x plus 6, we're going to be replacing that with the numerator. So that's the new numerator. So we're going to be rewriting the fraction. But we just leave the denominator of how it is. So x plus 6 x plus 6 x plus 7 plus 1. And then as you can see, x plus 6, the numerator and the denominator, both of the equation cancel out. So now we're just going to be left with 1 over square root x plus 7 plus 1. So it's just going to be 1 square root x plus 7 plus 1. And then since we're left with this, so since the limit is x equals -6, we're going to be replacing x, the variable, with -6. So instead of x, it's going to be parentheses -6 plus 7, still under the square root, plus 1. And as you can see, -6 plus 7 is just going to be 1. So it's going to be square root 1. And we remove the square root since square root of 1 is 1 because of 1 times 1 equals 1. We're just going to remove the square root to just normally 1. So it's going to be 1 over 1 plus 1. Numerator is 1, and then 1 plus 1 is 2. And that's how we got our answer. So this is how we evaluate the limb.